Did you know that in a child's early years, brain development is the most critical and the most crucial? That is because early childhood education actually shapes kids into the person they want to become and the person who they are becoming. Now, it is important for you because as you go on to have children, which some of you guys do have children, it is important to look into early childhood education and get them enrolled rather than keeping them at home or choosing an alternative that doesn't educate them early on. So today I will be discussing the issues many children face without being enrolled in early childhood education, how it impacts their future, and why parents should choose to actually enroll their child. Now let's begin by discussing the issue that parents face once their child is actually old enough to go to school. According to Classroom Composition and Quality in Early Childhood Education, a systematic review by Ana Lucia Aguiar in August of 2020, many children seem behind when they do skip early childhood education. This normally leads to children having reading deficiencies and just being later in life. Some parents choose not to enroll their children into school so early, which causes them to be less prepared and struggle more into going through K through 12. And several kids actually don't end up graduating because of it. And this makes children feel behind and left out as they take longer to grasp onto ideas. Also, a lot of kids that are already in the school system have made friends through pre-K and into kindergarten, and a lot of kids feel left out as if they were transferring schools. And now that we know a little bit more about the problem, let's face when not enrolled in child education and the impacts it has on them. Now, according to The Future of Learning, Issues and Prospects by Mario Tokaro in April of 2003, education is what preserves our humanity and teaches a child core values that they will continue throughout their lives. Now, a child will struggle far beyond early childhood education when they are taught later in life, like I said before. Now, learning at a later time also causes developmental issues in a child's brain, which leads to more complicated future schooling years, and it also will lead to more tutoring. Now that you are aware of the impacts not enrolling a child can have on their future, let's go ahead and find a solution. Now, according to the Encyclopedia of Education by James W. Guthrie in December of 2002, a child miseducated is a child lost. And this is actually a quote by him, and a lot of teachers use it around the nation. Now, by learning lessons so early on, children are able to adapt to their environment on a more comfortable and understanding level, and they are also able to understand the world around them and not be so scared of everything. This knowledge is crucial to help better prepare a child for their future and the rest of their life. And now that we know a solution, let's go ahead and wrap up everything that we ended up covering today. Early childhood education helps shape kids into the person they want to become while guiding them through the fundamentals of their life and also their future as well. And today I discussed the issues of not enrolling a child in an early childhood education. It causes impacts on their future and why parents should choose to actually enroll their child. And parents should take time and look into early childhood education to help boost their child into the education world and field. And I have a visual aid. I highlighted some of the key factors. So everything in black is kids that were actually enrolled in early childhood education, and everything that is striped and kind of hot pink is kids that were not enrolled in early childhood education. It was a 11% difference on kids who were enrolled compared to kids who weren't when they graduated high school. So kids that were actually enrolled in early childhood education ended up graduating. Own a home, it was a 9% difference. And employed, it was a 14% difference. So again, enrolling your children in early childhood education does have benefits, and it has been proven in many different reviews. Thank you.